What's up with y'all? Just Sparkstar probably back in this motherfucker. And check it out, you know what I'm saying? Soaking in your desires, you know what I'm saying? Now, what the fuck? So when you soaking in your desires, that's kind of an allegory of you in the deep side of the pool or the deep side of any water resort place. You know what I'm saying? And when you don't, and it's not really it's a negative thing if you don't know how to esoterically swim. You know what I'm saying? Now once you're in the deep esoteric boat area or pool area, you're in a space of where what you're doing when you're soaking in your desires is you're more letting your your emotions talk to you instead of letting your logical thoughts talk to you. Now, when you're letting your emotions talk to you instead of your logical thoughts talk to you, you're in a space of where you're kind of thinking with your right brain instead of your left brain. And spiritually speaking, we came to this realm of reality within the right brain area, within our dick and pussy area, within our the emotional area, that what it took us to connect to something to come down here in this realm of reality. Now, when we are dying, we're supposed to let go of these things and go to our higher natures, or our left brain natures. You know what I'm saying? Our aka just being more in the mind area, not this mind, the spiritual mind. You know what I'm saying? So these are your organs. Your mind is in the fourth, fifth, and sixth dimension, but your mind is what you're currently using right now. So it took me have to have a mind state to come and make a video like this. So when you're soaking your desires, you're more in a space of where you're letting your emotions talk for you. You know what I'm saying? Now, when you let your emotions talk for you, you want to be aware that the whole point of doing that is to, if you're gonna do it in a positive way, you're gonna do it in a space of where you're just enjoying yourself. You know what I'm saying? And that's not a bad thing. You know what I'm saying? You can soak in the desire of, and these aren't really desires, but I'm about to make this point just for an example. You can soak in your desires from music. These aren't really desires, but these are just higher octave examples from music. You know what I'm saying? For what you enjoy doing. You know what I'm saying? For sex. You know what I'm saying? For um for eating, you know what I'm saying? For what else? For there's a lot of this is if you're in the higher octave level of these things, you know what I'm saying? But you can be doing anything in a positive light of way, you know what I'm saying? But if you're soaking in desires for the negative habits, like for example, you're you're doing with the three things I named, but you're doing it in a negative desire. Let's say you're doing music, but you got brain fog, you know what I'm saying? So what you're doing, it may like you may be drunk as hell. So when you're saying words, it's slurry, so it's not coming out the right way as how you want it. So you soaked in the desire of music, but you want a lower octave of it. You want one of the desires that made you want to drink a lot instead of you doing it in moderation. If you're in the higher octave, you drunk in moderation, and you're doing music, and then it would have been fine. But if you're off that liquor and then you're drinking that shit heavy and you try to make some music, it's gonna come off as negative. It's gonna come off as non, and unless you're in a space where your group of audience you make music for, don't mind shit like that. Like they'll like, oh shit, this sounds crazy, this sounds good. That's if you're like that's if your audience is like that. But check it out. Let's say you're drinking lean and you're not doing it in moderation. You know what I'm saying? You're in a space where you can't even make music at this point. You're leaning to the mic. You're all that. You're slumping. You're leaning. All that shit. So the music won't come right. You know what I'm saying? Things like that. So if you don't know how to look at it like that, and you're in a space of where you're more in the music element of you're not making it in the right point away, then that's how you're in the negative desire of that location, the esoteric realm. In spiritual realm, you went to a space in Babylon, and you in this esoteric space of where people be at when they be at the clinic, or they be at the dope house, the crack house, or they be at um You know what I'm saying? They be at the misery, the beat up house, the destroyed house, the broken down house, the misery loves company. So you're in the esoteric realm of those spaces. So when you're in the esoteric realm of those spaces, you're more looking at it as for the perspective of, you're not really going with the attributical concept of what it's supposed to mean. You know what I'm saying? So now you're in the wrong state of mind. You're in the wrong state of energy. You know what I'm saying? But if you were in the positive light of it, you'll be in a space of where you know how to look at these things and do it and soak in your desires the right way. You know what I'm saying? You kind of make that pull, like for a star. See a star right here? I'm saying, you'll see a star. Oh shit, backwards. See a star right here? Look at this as your head. Look at this and this, and this as the pool area, or as the hot tub, or where you want to be at, the water resort, the pool. And your head, you're relaxing in that bitch. You're relaxing in it. When you're relaxing in it, the pool is on this level. You know what I'm saying? Oh shit, fuck that. Mosquitoes coming in and shit. But your pool, let me shut this light. I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna leave it on, because your pool is on this light. Not light, this perception, this perspective. And when you're in that space, you're in a space of where now you're vibing. You know what I'm saying? You're vibing in this motherfucker. You vibing. You know what I'm saying? You vibing in this motherfucker. And you vibing in that motherfucker. You come to oh shit, my bad. You come to the perspective of where the things you're doing, slowly but surely, coming to you soaking in a desire. You know what I'm saying? And when you soaking in that desire, if you're doing it for God, the desire isn't even a desire. It's just something you have to do at the moment. So it's you relaxing, you taking a break, you not letting shit persuade you, you taking the esoteric steering wheel and going to a new space in the esoteric location, in the esoteric Babylon. And once you know how to look at it like that, you're now smooth and surely. And you're not doing it on a boat, you're not doing it on a bus, you're not doing it on a train, but you're doing it on a plane. You're doing all that shit on a plane instead of all the 3 things I named. Bars. You know what I'm saying? So when you're looking at it from that perception, you're more in a right logical space in esoteric realm. And when you're soaking in that desire, it's not seen as a desire. It's seen as something you're supposed to do to get to that new point of reference in the state of where you're supposed to be at in the spiritual realm. And when you're in that new space of where you're supposed to be at in the esoteric realm, now you're coming in with more ways on how you can better your spaceship and better the ways how you think and feel. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like you having a way on how to look at things the right way. You know what I'm saying? Instead of you looking at things wrongfully so that's not meant for you. You're not taking esoteric bullets that's not meant for you. You're in a space where you're not in the passenger seat. You're in the driver's seat, and you're steering the locations of where you want to go. And you're steering your own way of how you think or feel about things. You know what I'm saying? So that's just how you're supposed to see things at all times when you're in the esoteric realm. You know what I'm saying? Because everything is spiritual first before physical. You know what I'm saying? And once you know how to look at it like that, you're more the right perspective of thinking and feeling. You know what I'm saying? So make sure when you're doing things like that, you're always thinking about the right. Get the fuck out of here. You're always looking at things the right way. You're always looking at things the right way. And I'm not sure all the way, a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. So you just want to be aware and looking at things the right way. When you're looking at things the right way, things don't seem all the way negative for you. Things that are supposed to be seen as negative aren't even looked at as negative in your perception, because you're always looking at things in the right eyeballs. These are all eyeballs. Remember I say this, from your head to your feet, everything from your head to your feet is all eyeballs. So once you know to look at those from those perception, those different eyeballs, now you're in the right state of mind, right state of way of thinking and feeling. So now you're going with the flow the right way, and now you're making your esoteric mind up in the spiritual realm, in the fourth, fifth, and sixth dimension, real shit. And you guide yourself in the seventh, eighth, and ninth dimension, controlling yourself in the one, two, and third dimension, from the fourth, fifth, and sixth dimension, all the way down to the one, two, and third dimension. Real shit. Jet Spark Star Pilot. We out this motherfucker.